Welcome back to the Crochet Crowd with my friends over at yarnspirations.com. I'm your host Mikey. Today we're going to do the textured baby blanket. If you're tired of just regular double crochet lines, you can have something like this that has a bit of texture to it, and it's really quite wonderful. It's also just one skein. So this is a one skein textured baby blanket using Caron 1-pound yarn and a 6.5mm size K crochet hook. I'm going to show you a quick little diagram and then we're going to get going. Once you understand this pattern, it is just a matter of repeating the same row over and over and over, and you'll see how the texture works together. If you'd like to change the size of this particular blanket, you can either chain 77 as it's suggesting, or you can do multiples of 3 plus 2. So you just chain 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3, and when you're satisfied with the width of it, just add 2 more. So it's multiples of 3 plus 2. So I'm just gonna do a little small swatch with you, and we're gonna get started on the chain. Once you get to row number 2, it's a matter of repeating that row over and over and over, and once you can understand how it's gonna work together, it's just a matter of just putting your hook into the wind and being able to push this out. So let's begin. There is 2 rounds also for the border. I'm gonna quickly show you those as well, and again, no brainers today. So let's get started. Today we're gonna create a slip knot to begin, and what we're going to do is that you can either chain 77 or multiples of 3 plus 2. So I'm just gonna do multiples of 3 plus 2 because it's a small swatch. So 1 2 3. Am I happy with the width? Yes or no. If not, you can continue to go. So 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. Once you're satisfied with the width of it, you can just lay it on something if you're not sure of the sizes. There's also information available on the website if you would like to see Afghan sizes or blanket sizes. Once you're satisfied with the width, just add 2 more, and then we're gonna begin our first row across. Starting second chain from the hook. So if you're looking at it from this perspective, it's the second one in. So 1 2. Turn it over and get the back hump of that chain, and I want you to single crochet in that one. So just single crochet into that one, and in the same stitch I need you to put, or the same chain, I need you to put 2 more double crochets. So the cluster is just a matter of 1 single crochet and 2 double crochet, just like that. So now on the chain, skip the next 2, 1 2, and go to the third on the back hump only, just 1 single crochet and 2 double crochets into the same one. Okay, I'm using sample yarn here today. So 1 2, and then go to the third one over. That's why you see the knot in my work, because I just grabbed some spare yarn to show you. So it's single crochet and 2 double crochet, skipping 2, 1 2, go to the third, single crochet and 2 double crochet. If you're thinking, is there a lot more to it? No, that's it. That's all you need to know. And in fact, the rest of this project works that way. So when you get to the other side of your chain, just skip the last next 2, and if your counts are right, the very last stitch will be just 1 single crochet. If you're new to crochet, you can always just kind of fake it there. So say you only had 2 stitches left instead of 3, you could just kind of fake it in there pretty easily. No big deal. Nobody's kind of being a crochet police today. So let's turn and work, and let's review row number 2. So row number 2 is exactly what we're going to do for the remaining of your project. To start row number 2, you're going to chain 1, and in the same one, it's a single crochet that's there, you're going to apply 1 single crochet and 2 double crochet. See, we've already done that before, so that's all there is to this particular textured stitch. So now you're gonna jump over. You're gonna jump over the next 2 double crochet and just come to the next single crochet. So just look for the single crochets and apply another single crochet into that same one, and then 2 double crochet. Okay, so this is getting rid of the pesky looking lines of crochet. So go to the next single crochet, which is skipping the first 2 doubles and go into the third one over, do a single and 2 doubles, and do that all the way across. Once you're going all the way across, you're just gonna continue over. So it's just a single crochet and 2 double into each of the single crochets from below. And on the very last section here, there's a single crochet, which is the last stitch. You are going to apply 1 single crochet only into that last stitch, and that holds everything down. So let's turn our work and do row number 3, which is the same as row number 2. So you're gonna chain up 1. You're going to apply a single crochet in the first one and 2 double crochet. That's your cluster. Then come to the next single crochet. So you're skipping over the 2 double crochets, going right to the first one. So single crochet, 2 doubles. And then continuing across, going to the next single and 2 doubles. That's all this pattern is. That simple. So I ran into this pattern for the first time this morning at the time of filming on the launch date of this video, and I was kind of surprised I haven't seen it before, but the search engine is getting so much better at Yarn Inspirations that you can find the good stuff from the past. So then once you get to the very end, it's just 1 single crochet in the last. So all you're just gonna do is repeat row number 2 over and over, and you can see the texture is appearing just like you see, and it's textured on both sides. It's not too textured that a baby will get snagged into it, which is perfect. So let's just review the edging. There's 2 rounds of that. Now if you're following the pattern exactly as written, it's 38 inches from the bottom edge to the top edge, and once you get there you can just start your border, or you can start at any time. So you're gonna turn your work, and then we're gonna begin our border. So let's chain 1 first, and this is considered a corner obviously, and we're gonna apply 3 single crochets in there. And you're going to work 1 single crochet into each of the stitches across, so you're not skipping anything. Just going 1 single crochet in each, nice and simple. And the trick is that when you get to a corner you need to apply 3 single crochets. So if you're new to crochet, the reason why you're doing that is that the stitch work has to turn a corner, and to turn a corner with single crochet, that's you gotta put 3 in. So the very last stitch, put in 3 single crochets. So 1, 2 and 3. Now this is the side, so all you're just going to do is just equally space. Now what I'm recommending to you, you can go into gapping spaces if you want, but if you don't want that, just simply squeeze in an equal amount of stitches. When I say equal, just evenly space your stitches so it looks very similar to the way that it looks on the first pass, this one here. So just make sure it kind of looks the same. Okay, and then once you get to the next corner, make sure you apply 3 single crochets in the next corner, and then work your way along the bottom edge. Now the bottom edge will have skip stitches, so you can just apply 2 single crochets into the skip stitches and 1 into the base of the cluster that you did, and you can do that all the way across. Nice and simple, just like that. So what you can just do then is once you get to the corners, again 3 single crochet, and then you can go up the side edge and etc. So I'll see you at the end of this round, and I'll be right back in just a moment. Once you come all the way around, just slip stitch it to the first single crochet. So just go into the first stitch, pull through and through. Now you have choices. It's recommending a reverse single crochet, which is called the crab stitch. For new crocheters it's kind of hard to do. So you have a choice. You can go one more time around, and when you chain up 1, then you're just gonna put 3 single crochets in the corner one and 1 single crochet in here, and when you hit the corner one it's going to be 3 single crochets into the corner. For the reverse single crochet, what you can do, so if you want to do it the way it's suggesting, just chain up 1, and in the same one just single crochet. Now usually we go forward, we're gonna go backwards, so it's a reverse single crochet. So insert the hook into the stitch before it, going in, and then yarn over, scoop it, and then pull through 2. So the difference is that you're going backward. So into the stitch before, scoop it, and pull through. So scooping it means yarn over, so going in, pull through and through. And you'll see that the reverse single crochet final edge is starting to appear. Now you're just gonna go 1 reverse single crochet into each of the stitches around, so you're not gonna worry about turning corners. It'll naturally want to turn on its own for this particular type of stitch. Like that. You see that? Just naturally wants to turn. So I want you to go 1 reverse single crochet into each of the stitches around, and I'll see you at the end, and then we'll just fasten off and I'll show you how to weave in the ends, just in case you don't know. So I'm now getting here just before I start the first one here that we started with. So what I want you to do is that I don't want you to slip stitch it to the first one as we normally would, not with reverse single crochet. Cut your yarn and leave a longer tail. Just pull it through. Now you're not quite done. See how you kind of got a gapping space going on there? How you're going to do that is that you're just gonna grab a tapestry needle and insert your yarn on. And all you're just gonna do is that you're going to go into the direction which you need to pull it towards. So when you do this, it's gonna pull that stitch over and look like it's part. So when you pull it over, don't reef it so that it doesn't look like it belongs, and then once you go one time across, then just go back in the other direction. So this is the second time. Just turn it to the back side of your blanket and then go a third time. So 1, 2, 3 is the best option for being able to hide in your loose ends. And also because it's for baby, you don't want the loose ends popping out anyway. So anytime you need to change your yarn, that's a great option. So here's what it looks like. Just shape it, and this is a miniature sample of the one skein textured baby blanket, and you can see it looks pretty awesome. So you decide what works for you, and have a good one. We hope to see your creativity. Make sure you post photos. We'd love to see this particular blanket on our social media. We'll see you soon. Bye bye.